If you're watching this means you are considering partnering with us at Burgos Behavior for your 532 day program or other type of day program. In this short video, we'll walk you through what it's like to work with our team, what we'll need to get started, and what you can expect from our monthly services. We made this video to help you determine if our services are the right level of support for your needs. Our goal is to make your life easier, not harder, and we want you to feel confident and prepared before we even walk through the door. You have choices in which consultants you work with, and we want to make sure that we're a fit from the start if you choose Burgos Behavior. At the time of this recording, the details around the BCBA consultation requirements for 532 programs are limited from DDS. Until DDS provides more specific guidance on the consultation model for 532 day programs, we're moving forward with the same model and consulting structure as our residential consulting. If we move forward, we will need a few things to get started. We'll need the most recent IPP and the last quarterly report that shows the current target behaviors and skill building that you're working on with your participants. We'll need a schedule showing when each participant attends and if any of them are part-time. Your program's daily hours, such as when your staff arrive and leave and when your participants arrive and leave. And we'll use this information to make sure that all of your participants' records are current before we start. So in our systems, we will get them current and started up before day one. Our projected day program support model includes 30 minutes of either on-site or virtual engagement with the participant, each participant per month. So 30 minutes per month direct and 15 to 30 minutes per week of data review and documentation, which we'll go through how that benefits our clients and how we make that happen later on. So let's say you've got 30 participants in your program. If each participant receives 30 minutes of on-site consultation from us per month, that's about 15 hours of on-site consultation each month from us. If you have 6 hours per day of participant time at your program, will be on site 3 days a month. That's how the math is looking right now. If a participant happens to be absent on one of the days that we're there, we'll still fulfill their hours with indirect work if we're not able to see them later in the month. Unless DDS says otherwise, those hours are still required. Each week, we log into Motivity, read notes, review graphs, make changes or recommendations, and send a clear summary to the contact person that you choose on progress and any mid-month recommendations that we might have. And because we use digital data collection, which we'll talk about in a few slides, that's our way of staying current when not on site. As behavior analysts, we don't just reduce behavior, we also build skills. We can support you and your staff and participants with teaching new skills, making skill acquisition data easier to collect, helping your teams get the most out of their efforts by designing systems that work for your staff. We want your data to tell a useful story. You will get quarterly and annual reports like clockwork. So quarterly reports arrive on the last day of the month before they're due to the regional center. If a report is due to the regional center in July, you'll have it in your inbox by June 30th every month, no questions asked. Reports include behavior plans and targets. If we are assisting in tracking skills and skill building, they will also include those with those graphs and targets, and then summarize data from the reporting period as well. We use Motivity. We require all of the programs that we work with to use Motivity, our digital data collection platform. It keeps us up to date. It lets us catch things early. It reduces our clients' paperwork and administrative overhead, and it helps us do a better job faster. Behavior targets have to be in Motivity if you want us to work on skill building and which we would love to do. The skill building targets and skill acquisition targets, that will also be in Motivity. If you want to use Motivity for your daily notes, if you are required to keep them or you prefer to keep them for your program, we can easily do that. All of our residential clients keep their data and daily notes in Motivity. We download and format them every month for each of our clients, for each of the residents. Then they print them out and put them in the paper files that licensing requires. It's a clean and consolidated way to keep records. We value Motivity so much and how it helps elevate the work that we do for you is we'll train your staff, we set everything up, and we even provide devices if you don't have a device that you prefer using. So you can use your own Chromebooks or we can provide Chromebooks for your program. The number of Chromebooks will depend on the workflows that you have and your staff and participant needs. It's not one Chromebook per participant, but we will provide Chromebooks in order for you to utilize Motivity how we need you to. Sometimes staff will tally on clipboards and enter it later or enter it in real time. It's really up to the individual program to decide what workflow works for their staff and participants the best. But everything goes in Motivity and we'll format and send downloads each month to support your record keeping and compliance. We provide staff trainings. It does take time to provide 40 hours of staff training, and we have found that our recommendation of having your staff take a initial 40-hour asynchronous course, there's one that is specific to RBT services and adults for $50, so we can provide a link for. That seems to be a more economical use of time and coordination efforts for the initial staff training requirements that, again, right now are an upcoming requirement from DDS. Any booster trainings, any specific trainings, obviously we will provide and help coordinate to provide a culture of continuous improvement and really providing your staff with valuable trainings that apply to the participants that they work with every day. We do recommend, though, this initial 40 hours of RBT training if it's not already part of your staff training already, getting everybody that you already employ current, using the $50 one that is available for RBTs with the adult population seems to be a much more economical option than paying one of our consultants for 40 hours of training for your staff. And it also really does eliminate the planning it takes to coordinate an entire site's worth of staff for 40 hours of training. We believe in clear, proactive communication. If you want us at the IPP meetings, we'll plan around it. Prefer we just send updates and you send us an update if anything changes, that's fine too. Need to change how we spend time on your site? Let's talk about it. Our model includes one monthly face-to-face with each participant, either in person or via Zoom, but we're flexible based on what works for you. As long as our needs align, we can be flexible in how we deliver services. Invoices go out by the end of the first week of each month. Payment is due on the 18th of each month. You can pay electronically. We send electronic invoices. We accept debit cards, credit cards, and bank transfers. Unless DDS gives different instructions, we are planning to bill 2 hours per participant per month. DDS says we can prorate hours, so that's obviously something that we're planning to work with each program on doing as well. Something to note is some programs are starting slow. So if they have 5 participants that they want to start now because there's pressing behavior challenges and they want to acclimate their staff to working with the consultant and just get a slow start for the upcoming requirements, we're able to accommodate that. So the guidelines in general, if they don't change, look like 2 hours per month per participant. And if programs want to start earlier with either less than 2 hours per participant per month or just start certain participants to give their staff and clients a slow start, we can accommodate that as well. Our commitment is we aim to be efficient, responsive, useful, transparent, and a real resource, not just a checkbox on a compliance checklist. We hold ourselves to a high standard, and we hold the programs and residential facilities that we work with to a high standard as well. If something's not working, we'll say it, and we want you to tell us as well if something's not working that we're doing. We want your staff and your clients to know us, trust us, and use us, because when that happens, everybody benefits, including your participants. To get started, if you have questions or need support, we're here. We know that you have choice in which consultant that you choose for your day program. And our commitment is clear communication and honest communication and the resources that are essential for working with us. So if you feel that we align with our goals, let's chat and see about working together.